Welcome students in our continued discussion on economics in that management and engineering economics subject. We are discussing module 3 and in module 3 we are discussing about the various types of compound interest problems and we have seen 3 problems so far. First and second were on single payment and the third and third we discussed on uniform series, equal payment series compound amount, and now in this discussion we will see equal payment series sinking fund. As I had told you earlier also, so this is similar to the earlier one. Earlier what we discussed about equal series, equal payment, means equal payment, whatever we are making monthly or annually, that is payment is same, and what is the compound amount I am getting after some period of time at some rate of interest. But now here, this is the reverse of this. Suppose now I want to know that I want to get some money after say some time, say 5 years, 10 years, to get my daughter married or medical some education for her. Then how much I have to invest every year for say 10 years at the rate of 10% interest. So to find out this is called as equal payment series sinking fund. Okay. In this type of investment mode, the objective is to find the equivalent amount A that should be deposited at the end of every interest period for n interest periods to realize a future sum F at the end of the nth interest period at the interest rate of I. Okay. So when you read this, it looks complicated. Very simple. I told you I require some amount after some years at some rate of when the bank is giving me such interest rate. So how much I have to invest every year? Okay. So the corresponding cash flow diagram is shown here. So that F, I know what is the amount of F I want to get, and N also I know after how many years I want to get that amount. Okay, I know the F, I know the N, and I also know the interest rate I. So I have to calculate A here. Okay, so A is the equal amount to be deposited at the end of each interest period, that is called equal payment. Seriously, I am paying in series. Then N is the number of interest periods, maybe months or years. I is the rate of interest. F is the single future amount at the end of the nth period. Here, even this third and fourth, we are talking about single amount in the future. And the formula is A is equal to F in 1 divided by 1 plus I raised to N minus 1, where A bar F, I, N is called the equal payment sinking factor. I think to understand this, very simple it is. You will take one problem and you will understand it better. A person estimates an expenditure of rupees 10 lakhs for his daughter's medical knowledge from now. He plans to deposit an equal amount at the end of every year for the next 10 years at the rate of interest of 8% compounded annually. Find the equivalent amount that must be deposited at the end of every year for the next 8 years. Suppose a person wants to spend 10 lakhs for his daughter's education. So how much he has to invest? Equal amount he wants to invest every year, so that it is not a big amount. He can go on investing, and at the end of 10 years he can get 10 lakh rupees. So the formula is A is equal to F in bracket. This is the same formula what we have used earlier also. In the earlier, if you see that equal payment series compound amount, the formula is same here. But only thing is, instead of in the earlier formula we calculated F, now we are calculating A here. Formula is same. Earlier problem we found out F, and here we are finding out A, which is the equal payment which I am making serially. So A is equal to F in bracket I divided by 1 plus I raised to n minus 1. So substituting the value of F as 10 lakh rupees, I is interest rate 8%, that is 0.8. I think it should be 0.08. 8%, na? 8 by 100. So it should be 0.08 divided by 1 plus 0.08 raised to 10 minus 1. So you get the amount as 2,24,000. Sorry. It is 2,246. I think there is some problem here. We will calculate it once again. The amount is 10 lakhs and the year is 10 years. So we will as I said, here the by mistake he has taken it as 0.8. It should be 0.08. It should be 0.08. Then only you will get the correct. Okay, so you understood now. This is nothing but the same single like equal payment series sinking fund is opposite to the equal payment series compound amount. In the series compound amount, I am finding out what amount I will get after, like this is like a RD account, recurring deposit account. After if I deposit some money for some years, how much I will get at the end. But here in the sinking fund, what I am doing, I want some amount at the end of some period. The bank is offering me some interest rate. So how much I have to invest every year to get that amount? So to that amount A, we are going to find out that is equal amount to be deposited at the end of each interest period. This is known as equal payment series sinking fund method. Okay, and please in that, I'm sorry that by mistake they have written 8.8, it should be 0.08. Thank you. Continuing, actually the problem which has been solved is slightly wrong. Instead of 0.08, they are written 0.8. So if you correct that interest as 0.08, then the answer is 69,000 rupees. That is exactly 69,031 rupees. So if the person invests 69,031 rupees every year for 10 years and the bank is offering him 8% interest compounded annually, then after 10 years he will get 10 lakh rupees. I have also solved this problem in the reverse way, that is equal payment series compound amount. Means if I save 69,031 rupees for 10 years and I get an interest rate of 8%, then solving this I got the future amount to be 10 lakh rupees. So the answer is correct now. I have solved both ways. So if I want 10 lakh rupees, then I have to say after 10 years I have to save 69,000 rupees per year for 10 years. And the other way around also, if I save 69,031 rupees per year for 10 years and the bank offers me 8% interest, then the total amount I get is 10 lakh rupees. The formula here is A is equal to F in bracket I divided by 1 plus I raised to n minus 1, bracket complete. Okay, thank you friends.